So let's just get into it. We're going to start off with a number 4 Gamakatsu SL12 short, but any short shank hook will do. If you don't have this hook, any short shank with a wide gap will do. So now that that's all secured, you can go ahead and put in a thread base. On this fly, you don't really have to go all the way to the back, so you can just stop right there. Snip that tag in. On this fly, we're just going to do some craft fur as a tail. So go ahead and get a section off of your top color. And it doesn't really have to be a bulky section. Just about like that. We're going to get rid of all this under fur. Should have something like this. What I like to do is hold the end, make sure all the loose fibers are out, pull those long hairs out, and just kind of align them with the rest so it's nice and even. Alright, so since we're going to be reverse tying this, I'm going to come in like that, advance your thread up to about a little bit past the hook point there, put in a couple securing wraps. Alright, so you should have something like that. Then we'll grab our second color. Generally, I like to do, the darker color on top, lighter on the bottom. So again, craft fur. Just remove those under fur fibers. All right, you can go ahead and invert your fly. If you have a rotary function on your vise, makes it a lot easier, but if you don't, just take the fly out and switch it around. A couple securing wraps. We can go ahead and trim these to length here. I just try to keep the fibers as separated as possible. If you get some mixed in, it's okay. I'll just cover up those tag ends here. Like so. I'm going to leave my thread right there. So I like to grab just a big pen, and it really helps to push those fibers back around the shank of the hook. Now we can secure that down in place. Just get rid of that little fibers there. So you can kind of already see the minnow body starting to take shape there. Alright. Next, for a little bit of sparkle and flash, the head section of this minnow is going to be all of the light bright from grip tying materials. This color is the Fire Wisteria. So we'll just grab a small section. It's about like that. Try to get all those fibers in line. Secure that in place. And for the belly fibers, I'm also using the grip tying materials. Super fine UV dub, but really any kind of longer dubbing will do. Ice dub works great in this situation. So if you don't have this material, you can just substitute it for ice dubbing. You really don't have to worry about that side being covered where those thread reps are, because we'll be putting eyes on this fly and that'll cover that up. So again, I'm going to go in with my big pan and just kind of push those fibers back. Going with some more of that light bright Fire Wisteria. Again, don't need too much. Main thing is just to make sure your fibers are even in length. So place another piece on top there. Secure that down. Okay, going in with that white ice, that white dubbing there. Now, this part is kind of optional, but I always like to add a little hot spot with a brighter color dubbing. So I'm using the super fine dub from grip tying materials. This is UV orange. So I'm just going to add a little bit of that. You can even take your scissors and just kind of trim a very small section, probably about half the length that we use for the other sections of dubbing on this. Fold that back. Just gonna clean up the head a little bit. Again, we're putting eyes on this fly, so that's going to be covered up anyways. So from there you can go ahead and whip finish. Alright. Trim some of that shagginess off there. Alright, so I'm going to take some Loctite super glue and I'm going to put a dab right behind where I finished the fly off there. Come in with some stick on eyes. After those are stuck on, I'm going to go in with some Raidzap. This is medium thickness, and I'm just going to finish off the head of this fly to add a little bit more durability. And I like to go over the eyes as well. Not only is it going to make the eyes stand out a little bit more, but it's going to add some durability, so eyes will stay on there a little longer. I'm going to finish this fly off. I'm going to come in with some Raidzap and the colored resin. This is fluorescent orange. So this step you could definitely skip, but I think it adds a nice touch. Alright, I'm just going to go over that top one more time with some medium. And that is gonna do it. A lot of times when I'm working with craft fur as well, I'll kind of just pull some of these fibers out of the tail. And that'll just kind of even it up. Sometimes if you trim it with scissors, you kind of just get a shaggy look that doesn't lay down right. But for whatever reason, if you pull it like that, it tapers it very well. All right. That's the finished product.